Rubber Ducky here. Welcome back to episode 9 of the Axis campaign in iBomber Defense. If you're new to the channel, then take a moment and click the subscribe button. Check out the previous battles in the iBomber Defense Axis campaign playlist. Northwest Africa, 35 waves, ground and air. On the beach, your right flank is wide open here. Don't let the enemy overpower you through this route. Let's get started with 2 machine guns, one on the right and one on the high ground. This will cover all the avenues of approach, but also give us a little bit of extra firepower for everything coming from the east. That high ground doesn't cover the east very well, so we need like layered defenses in order to handle anybody coming from that side. And then since they can split around right here, this machine gun can handle everything on this west island pretty well. Alright, let's get another machine gun up before going level 3. This way we can have 2 guns dedicated to the right and 1 on the left. Use all 3 right here. No big deal on those, but you can see how close they get. Okay, we got more infantry on the west. These 2 guns will handle that no problem. Looks like they'll handle these light vehicles, so we'll save the upgrade for just a moment. And I think let's get another gun up here. That way we can use all 3 guns on these cars. Instead of having them split their time, we'll just split the duty. We got 2 rows up there. Yeah, we can handle this. Let's get a machine gun over here to handle this approach. So this one's like a legitimately challenging mission because instead of just going for broke with fully upgraded stuff, we need layers of lighter machine guns right now. Alright, dual vehicles. Might need to start considering the upgrade to level 3s, but I would like a firestorm to slow them down. We're getting heavier vehicles now on the right. Yep, so we're going to need to rewind there. I should have just made the call. We're going to have to upgrade there. Ooh, that was so close. I debated, but we were at $35. We would have had to kill some stuff to get the firestorm. Alright, firestorm out. Slowing those guys down. That's better. Bought us a little bit of time. Alright, let's get another firestorm. Now let's go west. They have the heavier vehicles there. And then we can also upgrade this machine gun. And everything can handle the east side just fine. That's no big deal there. Alright, heavier vehicles in the middle now. Get a firestorm there. Layers of defense are necessary. This is a very interesting map. Alright, let's get a cannon out. They got light tanks coming through. Air raid is also 4 waves, so we got to keep that in mind. Alright, cannon's doing okay. Let's get a high ground cannon. Get a little bit of range out of it. Should be able to target both of those eastern approaches. Machine guns are still holding up on the west side. We can put a X weapon in that empty spot there. So I'm kind of keeping that in mind as well. Alright, let's go upgrade this one instead since there's tanks on the north. We had enough. I'm just going to do both right now and hope we don't regret it. As long as we hit 40 here, because we're going to need... Yeah, it's just an... Ooh, we don't actually have enough. We have 38. I thought we'd have enough. Hold on. Hold on. Rewind. Let's see. Oh, man. All right, we're going to sell that. That was a mistake. I should have planned better. So, AA turret there. We can handle those cars. We'll now get the flamer down, but that firestorm ended up costing us a little bit extra because we had to replace it. So, don't make that mistake. Looks like it's still under control, though. They are getting close. We can't rewind now, so I gotta hold in there for 2 more. Alright, we have 155 though, so now we have a chance to build up a little bit. Light vehicles on the right, 2 tanks coming from the north. I want the X weapon, but I think we're going to have to just do this cannon. Otherwise, we don't have enough level 3 turrets to make it worthwhile. So if we put that there, that's just barely enough. I would have liked the X turret on the center plateau, but we're going to have to hold off on that. Seems like it's going okay. Those 2 level 2 cannons on the center plateau are working hard to kill those tanks. Okay, so air, tank, light vehicles. I'm thinking heavy turrets right here. We'll just upgrade to level 3 on that cannon and maybe even this one. That way we're not just relying on the 3 machine guns. Seems like that's working okay. This one's probably one of the more challenging maps, I think. And light vehicles, medium vehicles, and I think that's a tank over on the east side. So we're going to put the X weapon right there. And then they're actually getting those pretty close to in time, so we only needed 1 shot from the western X weapon. Now that we have some cannons up, though, it does feel a little bit less stressful. 10 for that firestorm. We can do that. We'll hit the upgrade there. Do the same up here. Ooh, they bled through on the west side. That was kind of unexpected. I thought that the machine guns would handle that. So let's go with the flame upgrade. And I don't know if we replace this with a cannon. That'd give us 90. So we can get a level 2 cannon there right now. And then we'll have to wait for a level 3. Made a huge difference, though. Probably going to need the level 2 AA, so we can wait on that. 1 more wave at least. Ooh, they were almost getting by there. Those little cars coming down the middle were fast. Alright, what do we got in this next one? Air. Okay. First one. Yep, they're bleeding by. We're just going to upgrade that now. And I think let's throw down another cannon. We're dividing our firepower to 2 different approaches, and it's really affecting us. So more guns. Always the answer right now is just more of everything. All right, tanks in the middle and on the east. Let's see. That level 2 X weapon should help quite a bit. We are going to need a level 3 cannon on the west side, I think. More air. I think we got that under control. Let's go with level 2 X weapon there. And I don't think the upgrade from the level 2 to the level 3 cannon is going to help against these heavier vehicles as much as the X weapon. So we'll do that. Ooh, lots of fast stuff. See, those fast waves late game are very challenging because you're tempted to just build up for bulk, and then all of a sudden that comes through, and X weapons alone aren't going to stop that. Fortunately, we had enough cannons to deal with it, so they didn't make it to the machine guns. Upgrade that X weapon. Now we got 2 level 3s. I want this one right here. That covers the whole map very thoroughly. We could go with a level 2 firestorm, but I would like the X weapon more. I just don't know if we're going to need air. Yep, they got bombers. We're just going to do it. And even that, like, they're still kind of squeezing by. We might need 1 more air turret. So we don't have a lot of places to put it. We'll have to wait and see how Wave 35 shakes out. We might have to take one of the machine guns out and put an air turret down there or something. Easy peasy on that one. And yeah, they got bombers coming in. Let's get rid of this machine gun. Let's put an air turret there. We got level 3 X weapons all around. And those are gone. So that solved our problem for AA. I don't know if we just ditch that, throw a cannon down. We're not even going to need it. Perfect. So, mission complete. It was a perfect round. We have a score of 463,936. I hope you enjoyed this fight. It was a little bit of a struggle and a little bit of a challenge, but I hung in there and managed to squeak it out with the perfect round. Be sure to like the video, make sure you're a subscriber, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.